Ma Hushan was born in 1910 in Gansu, China. Ma fought against the Russian Red Army and White Russian forces during the Soviet invasion of Xinjiang and defeated them. He also took part in the war to destroy the First East Turkestan Republic, commanding the new 36th Division at the Battle of Kashgar and Battle of Khotan. Ma's 36th Division crushed the Chaklik revolt by the Uyghurs in the Chaklik Oasis. It controlled southern Xinjiang's oasis. The area was nicknamed Tunganistan by writer-journalist Peter Fleming, and the new 36th Division declared their loyalty to the Kuomintang government in Nanjing and sent emissaries there requesting aid to fight against Chiang Kai-shek's provincial forces and the Soviet Union. Khotan was the base of Ma Hushan during his rule over the southern Xinjiang area. His troops were said to be strongly anti-Japanese, and the territory they ruled was covered with most of the stock anti-Japanese slogans from China proper, and Ma made resistance to Japanese imperialism part of his governing doctrine. Ma Hushan himself was described by photographer Ella Mayayat as a well-set-up, long-legged man. He formulated a plan for an anti-Soviet crusade to conquer the Kremlin, Russian Turkestan, and Siberia. He promised a devastated Europe and the conquest of Russia and India. The anti-Soviet client uprising was reported by United Press International June 3, 1937. Ma's troops were defeated by Chiang Kai-shek and the Soviets, and many of them deserted or defected. Ma fled to British India. He brought with him thousands of ounces of gold, which was confiscated by the British. They kept that money to pay for the alleged looting of British property in Kashgar by Ma's forces, but later sent the money back to Chiang Kai-shek's regime. He was briefly detained by the British, then took a steamer from Calcutta back to China's Qinghai province in 1938. British telegrams from India in 1937 said that Ma Zhongying and Ma Hushan had reached an agreement with the Soviets that since the Japanese had begun their invasion of China proper, the Dungans, led by Ma Hushan, would help Chinese forces fight Japan, and that he would return to Gansu. Ma led the Kuomintang Islamic insurgency in China from 1950 to 1954 against the Chinese People's Liberation Army using guerrilla tactics. He was captured in 1954 and executed at Lanzhou. He was around 43 to 44 years old.